Shalom. It's Brother Tazamak. I'm going to start by giving all praises and glory and fear to YAHAWASHI, to the apostles, the elders, the house of David. Shalom to the 144,000 men, the elect men. Shalom to the believers, 1/3, women and children, men that believe. The dead in YAHAWASHI shall arise first. Baya is going to go into a topic regarding how you gotta stay single-minded and not double-minded, shifting into the world and caring for things in the world.
And so basically, to remain stable in this truth and this walk towards everlasting life and overcoming sin and death, being immortal, conquering all enemies of life, because it's an anti-YAHAWASHI, anti-life, anti-man kingdom. You have to be stable. Unstable man, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So when you come to be double-minded, you can't be wishy-washy. Anything else than that is evil. And another thing too, you cannot be scared to tell people no. Like it might be family, or loved one, or a child, whatever the case may be, or someone in the world that you love, but they're not fully in the truth. They want more time, more thing of you. Especially when you're about to go to camp or do a video, they try to blow you back into the world, and you have to say, what? No, not right now. Of course you're gonna be upset at you. And the thing is too, with prophecy, that time they're coming into, some of our brothers, our fathers, our mothers, and close relatives and close love are going to literally betray us, man. And guess what? All these things must come to pass. The servant's not greater than his master. YAHAWASHI was betrayed by Judas Iscariot, which was one of the 12. So you got that precept, Proverbs 20:11. We'll stop there and get the ball rolling.
Proverbs 12, verse 11. He that tilleth his land shall be satisfied with bread.
Proverbs 20.
Proverbs 20. Even a child is known by his doings, whether his works be pure and whether it be right.
Right, so if you're all occupied in this world, not occupied in prophecy, like I did a video last night, then you're working right, it ain't pure. Because everything of this world is impure, it's corrupt, it's evil, it's deceitful. This world is the deceitfulness of sin. You see?
Right.
So even a child known by his doings, your actions, what you're doing, whether his work be pure and whether it be right. So if you're occupying prophecies, you're doing the work, you're doing the labor of love, this is love, then your work is pure, then you're it's right, man. Keep going.
Verse 12. The hearing ear and the seeing eye, the Lord hath made even both of them.
Right, the Lord has made both of the hearing ear and the seeing eye. So blessed are your eyes. They see the words of this prophecy, they understand, you understand them. You see, and you accept it. You agree with the counsel of the Lord. What does the Lord say? The slain of the Lord shall be many. Yeah, the Lord's going to come and save and deliver the elect and remnant, the multitude in Revelation 7 and 9. But you have to remember, during the first death, the Lord only delivered Noah and his household, man. And then through process of time, you saw that Ham was wicked as hell, uncovered his father's nakedness, Canaan his son. And the only one that was righteous really was Shem through that line. They call us anti-Semitic, we're anti-Semitic. They say it's anti-Semitic. No, you're taking out the H. His name is Shem. And this whole world is geared under that vibration. They have no understanding. See, this is a gift. The hearing ear, the seeing eye. Go ahead.
Proverbs 20 and 13. Love not sleep, lest thou come to poverty. Open thy eyes, and thou shalt be satisfied with bread.
Right, now bread is ultimately YAHAWASHI, which is the spirit of prophecy. Now we go into the word sleep. Alright, it goes into the word languid, which languid is of a person, manner, or gesture displaying or having a the disinclination for physical exertion or effort, slow and relaxed, weak or faint from illness or fatigue. You see, basically being weak, sickly, feeble, all right, unhurried, unenergetic, slow moving, all right, laid back, lazy, sluggish. So the Lord said He's gonna make a man of a quick understanding, so you'll be quick with things. You'll be quick to be able to try the spirits by the spirits. Because if you faint the day of adversity, your strength is small. And we're coming into that time of adversity. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Proverbs 20, verse 14. It is not said the buyer, but when he is gone his way, then he boasteth. There is gold and a multitude of rubies, but the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel.
See, the lips of knowledge are a precious jewel. Because they're knowing how to answer every man accordingly, man. If you don't know how to answer something, put your hand over your mouth. Don't say nothing. So let your yes be yes, your no be no. And for the time we come into, we're living in a time of refraining. Like it says in Ecclesiastes, time for everything. A time to love, time to hate, time to refrain from rejoicing. We're in a time of refraining from enjoying, man. Right? Refraining from people saying no.
Being open to everybody.
Right. Oh, get the vaccine. No. Get the market beef. No. Put your money in Lowview. No. And if you're elected, you can go.
Right.
You got this up?
Right. Proverbs 20.
Jump to verse 17.
Bread of the sea is sweet to a man, but afterwards his mouth shall be filled with grit.
See, so not the bread of YAHAWASHI, the bread of life, but the bread of the sea, which is of this world. That's that bread of this world, that meat, that manna, that food. See, don't they say that you are what you eat? So if you're being indulge this world, you're of the world. And you're not of the Lord. There's only two paths, there's only two ways, and there's few men on the path of the Lord. Now that word for gravel, because the after word his mouth should be full of gravel. We give the word tazat, alright, which is goes into stone, H2687, alright, gravel, alright, it says arrow, spiritual gravel, because when you pour out gravel and it's a liquid at first, but then as soon as it goes out of the processor, it gets hard. So just think about it. You have gravel in your mouth, and what happens? It's like stone. You die. So let's jump to Sirach 23 and Proverbs 15. Because what's beautiful about this truth is that we have history, we have the breakdowns of chapters, but one of the biggest things about this truth is your conduct and your daily walk with the Lord. Your actions. What you do off the camera. Sirach 23 and Proverbs 16 actually. You have to keep your eyes single, man. And as we get closer towards the end, it's going to be harder to do that. But the Lord gives His hardest battles to His strongest soldiers, strongest warriors.
Sirach 16, verse 23.
Sirach 23 and 16.
Alright, Sirach 23, 16. Two sorts of men multiply sin, and the third will bring wrath. A hot mind is as a burning fire. It will never be quenched till it be consumed. A fornicator in the body of his flesh will never cease till he had kindled a fire.
Kindled a fire. Strange fire. Because when you read John 6:63, it says how the flesh profiteth nothing. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you are spirit and life. Why do you think the world hates the word so much? When you go into these Christians, right? Like we have this demon that was basically falsely preaching in the street opposite of us. But what were they saying? They were saying their own words. God loves you, Jesus. Demons, bro. Not one scripture came out at all. They didn't even reference one. Like, oh, he loved the world. He's not even trying, you know. For God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. They didn't even quote that. Because they hate the word, they hate order, they hate the doctrine of the Lord, the counsel of the Lord. Right?
Verse 17. All bread is sweet to a whoremonger. He will not leave off till he die.
Till he die. So the flesh is not going to profit you, man. The bread of this world, which is corroding, which is full of mold, you know, defiled, which would say the prophecy, we shall eat our bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. You see, so you are what you eat. You're defiled, man. You're defiled amongst the heathens, having their ways. Your conversation is of this world, not of the Lord, man. Right?
Verse 18. A man that breaketh wedlock, saying this in his heart, who seeth me? I am compassed about with darkness. The walls cover me, and nobody seeth me. What need I to do? What need I to fear? The Most High will not remember my sins.
Right. The Most High will not remember your sins. That's why it's so important for you what? Be confessing your faults to the Lord. You see? Making amends, man. In these times, man, because the Lord's going to destroy and consume the sinners out of the earth. You know, we're all sinners and all short of the glory, but guess what? That's where YAHAWASHI comes in, our lawyer. You know? And it's just like in a court system. If you don't tell the lawyer the whole truth, if you leave something out, or then guess what? You might not be defended. You might not get a good. It might not end up well for you, man. So let's go to Sirach 15:3, and I'm going to precept here too. Sirach 15:3.
Sirach 15.
Chapter 1.
Ecclesiasticus 15, verse 1.
I'm not talking about again because this is John 13:18. I speak not of you all. I know whom I have chosen, but that the scripture may be fulfilled. He that eats bread with me hath lifted up his heel against me. You know, and the scripture say in Ecclesiastes 5:1 to keep thy foot when thou comest to the Most High. You're ready more to hear than to give a sacrifice of fools. There's a lot of sacrificing of fools out there, man. Not giving up the right sacrifice, not giving the right sweet smell order to the Lord, man. You know, basically trying to have preeminence over YAHAWASHI, acting like they're higher than YAHAWASHI, which is off from the men of our nation and the women, man. The women want to be equal or higher than the man. This westernized world has really destroyed our people, man. Our people are they're walking zombies, they're walking dead. There's no truth in them. Just leaven. And a little leaven, what? Leaven's a whole lump. That's what happens when you eat with bread. You put leaven in it so it rises.
Right.
Right?
There's no light in them.
Right.
He that has, he speaks not according to his word, there's no light in him. Because this word represents the lamp. Right? The light, the lamp. Wisdom. So if you don't have light when the Lord comes back, which is the day of darkness, then you're gonna be stuck in darkness. You know, you're not gonna have light of to see. This is Ecclesiasticus 15:1. He that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that hath the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. And as a mother shall she meet him, and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him, and give him the water of wisdom to drink.
Right, and see, the people of the world, they get envy of us that we're able to drink that and eat that. Alright, John 6:48, I am that bread of life.
Right.
So that's why they look down and they try to make it so insignificant. Oh, when are you gonna do that? You're gonna do that until you're old? What do you they scoff and mock and ridicule. And see, it's crazy. They'll be scoffing and mocking at us. It'd be your own family. Even do it too. They'll scoff and mock at you. Or it doesn't matter how much videos you do. Whatever excuse they have to say, man.
I mean,
but then they'll say, I'm not scoffing. No, I'm not mocking you. It's crazy. It's demons out here, man. Heavy.
Yeah, like, I'm not scoffing. They'd be like, I'm not scoffing. I'm just asking you, how long are you gonna do this for? Right. Well, how long are you gonna serve the system?
Right.
How long are you gonna be and work for Esau? How long? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we're trying to end. But they want to continue that. But they want to end the truth. You know. So you have no problem with the Esau system and the system of the beast, but you do have a problem with the truth. You know, because this is the comfort of the 230s. This is the comfort of the 2/3. You know, because they like being ignorant. They like being fed darkness and ignorance. All this music, all this vibration. It's just demonic vibes. You know, that's what they enjoy that, because why? Why can they? Why do they actually like receiving that? Because they don't have to give a fuck about anything. There's no law, so they can just be reckless.
Right. And it's crazy too, because you working for Esau, for the man, for the system. What do they give you? Oh, we give you a 401k retirement plan. How old is it when you retire? Like 7 years old. And that's basically your whole life, because the scriptures say how, you know, through process of time and sin and weakness of the flesh, we used to live 1,000 years, but now it's only 10 years, which 10 years is 70 years old. So you're literally working until you're dead, and then when you're telling you have time to go on vacations and enjoy your rest. Are you kidding me?
But that's the American dream.
That's when you're in your age and you're about to go to the grave. This is Proverbs. Can you give me Proverbs 23 and 18? Proverbs 23 and 18. This is Psalm 58 and 11. So that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is a God that judges in the earth. See, our people, they don't love judgment. They don't want the Lord to judge the earth, all this wickedness. They want to just keep on going and get healed. See, our people, they pray for Babylon. They pray for our enemies. Oh, I want to get better. I want things to get healed, go back to normal. When things were never normal. It was a strong delusion, man. Go ahead.
What verse?
Proverbs 23 and 18.
Proverbs 23 verse 18. For surely there is an end, and thy expectation shall not be cut off. Surely
there is an end. End of what? Of this age, this time of Esau ruling, the wicked, the prince of the power of the air. You know, this is the time of the judgment, man. And that's why you have fires in California from lightning strikes. I was seeing in chariots in the dark clouds, man. You know, you got the double storm tornado in the south.
The fire tornado.
There's fire tornadoes in California too. There's earthquakes in diverse places. There's wars, rumors wars. Belarus is in an uproar. America, the whole election is very uneasy. You know, people saying, oh, they're trying to like just send their votes to the ballots. Which your vote doesn't matter. You know, these elites, they're basically shutting down America, man.
Well, I seen this video back in the day when Trump was running for president. What he was like the election, he was going against Hillary Clinton. He was like, "Oh, if I was president, I'll put you into jail." You know, because she's a demon too. You know, but when he became president, one of the first things that he did was he made everybody stand up and give a round of applause to Hillary Clinton because she went and attended his event. So they're all in the same team. This is like WWE. You know, it's fake wrestling.
Right, exactly.
They all go against each other to make the propaganda and make you entertain and think that this is real, but it's not.
Right. Put your energy into that, because energy is real, bro. Energy is not just kept; it's transmitted from one to another. Give me Luke 4:3.
Luke 4:3. Book of Luke 4:3.
This is why the Lord said, "Give us today our daily bread." This has to be daily for you, man. You have to have this word daily, man. A dose of it daily. If you don't have a dose of it daily, you might get succumbed. You might fall weak in the flesh, man. All right. The flesh might overcome the spirit. What you want to be doing is what? Having the spirit overcome the flesh. Every day, man. Right?
Luke 4:3. And the devil said unto him, If thou be the Son of God, command this stone that it be made bread. And Yahawashi answered him, saying, It is written that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word of Yahawashi.
And this is why people are going to die, man. They're going to fall short of the glory. They're going to faint in the day of adversity. Because why? They live by the bread of the earth. And you don't live by every word that comes out of the mouth of the Lord. That's why they love saying, "Oh, the law." They take the grace and the grace of the Lord, and they take it for lasciviousness. Oh, we're under the grace; we can do whatever. No, it doesn't mean you take advantage of that, man. It means you strive to be perfect, be made holy, even as your Father in heaven is holy. It's not easy, you know. A perfect example just happened right now. We just had this dude. He walked by the car. His woman's naked, and he's allowing that, and that's a stumbling block to us, man. Because if we look at that woman, that's adultery in our heart. See how hard this thing is so hard. That's why we have to be hard on ourselves so we can get through these times, man. You know, and so we have to go through things like that to understand and really understand the scripture when Yahawashi was saying those things. Like if a man look at another man's wife to lust after her, he has committed adultery already in his heart, man. You know, because it's not so much as affecting these women, because these women always get eyes, man, because, you know, this is the Queen of Heaven worship place. They put the woman on a pedestal, but it's more so affecting you as a man, as a warrior of the Lord, to keep your eyes single. You see? What do you think that the tree of good and evil, why did Eve succumb to that tree and eat it? Because it was pleasing to the eyes. See? It was good to the flesh, but it was
bad for the spirit.
It was that terrible for the spirit, man. See?
Because you gave him your spirit.
Let's go to Ezekiel 4:13.
Ezekiel 4:13. Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord said, Even this shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. Then said I, Lord, power, behold, my soul hath not seen polluted, for from my youth up even till now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself.
Man, the Lord said, and through Job he said, shall man be more just than God? You know, for the most part, we don't know, like, we go, you know, some of us eat meat, you know, some do whatever. I eat meat, you know, from occasion to occasion. You might go to the store, the market, you might buy some chicken or beef, whatever. You don't know how that animal died. Everything is of faith with us, man. Everything. That's why we pray over our food. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah 4:1. I just want to make a point. Isaiah 4:1, because we're living in a time of a transition, man, of power from Esau, the serpent, and Eve, the woman, this queen of heaven worship. You know, they make bread cakes to the queen of heaven. It says that in Ezekiel and also Jeremiah. But of us having the power and the dominion and the authority, man.
Right. Before I get there, I finish here. Or is torn in pieces, neither came their abominable flesh into my mouth. So Isaiah 4:1.
Real quick, let me just get this precept, because this precept was prophesied of Yahawashi, and he fulfilled it. This is Isaiah 3, and I'm sorry, verse 6. When a man shall take hold of his brother of the house of his father, saying, Thou hast clothed me, thou art ruler, and let this ruin be under thy hand. In that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. And when they were going to make Yahawashi king, what did Yahawashi do? He departed into a mountain. Because it wasn't time for that. Our kingdom is not then. It was still the kingdom of Esau, the kingdom of Yahawashi being king over all. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. You see that? Let me read that again. It says, for Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory. You see? Go ahead.
Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
Eat our own bread? Eat our own bread. So that means the Lord is going to really humble these daughters of Zion, all these haughty daughters of Zion out here, man. You see?
Right.
So, well, this piece is very controversial, because, one, you look at the world right now, especially America, the West, it's like, oh, that can never happen. That's impossible, right? But all things are possible through Yahawashi and Mashiach, which is strengthening us. You see? Go ahead.
Saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach.
And that's why it's so important to be giving up that daily sacrifice, praying, Lord, for our daily bread, and keep the name of Yahawashi Mashiach in your mouth and in your mind, man. Keep it pure and whatever demonic, other false gods, false dominions out here, man. Because it's getting dark out here. So that as we're professing and confessing Yahawashi Mashiach, He in the heavens is confessing our name, and that interaction, that connection is there, and it's not going to be broken. Who shall separate us from the love of the Most High? Shall persecution, shall naked, shall peril, shall sword, shall death? None of these things. We are more than conquerors through Him that loved us. And if you love the Lord, it's not going to be a problem for you to feed the sheep. You see? So with that, man, we're going to close off. We got camp now.
Precept.
Yeah, we close off with a precept. We close off for that. Water.
Okay. Take 1 Peter. Actually, I'll get 2 Corinthians 12 and 9. 2 Corinthians 12 and 9 reads, And he said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Yahawashi rest upon me. And with that, I want to give all praises and honor and fear to Yahawashi.